Hi, my name is Scott Nedvesky, and this is the peer review system. So first and foremost, what is the peer review system? Basically, what we've created is a web application where an author can submit his work for peer review, and then if accepted, is published then to a list of accepted works. Now, peer review is a long-standing system used to assess the quality of work before it is published. Independent experts in the relevant area of interest assess submitted works for originality, validity, and significance to help editors determine whether a work should be published as a standard reference. Now, who performs these peer reviews? These are going to be experts with knowledge of the industry and are previously invited by the administrator. Multiple reviewers are used to review each work. So how is it accomplished, or the peer review accomplished? So first off, the author will submit his work for review. It then proceeds on to an admin, which will decide whether or not it is acceptable for peer review. If it is not, then the author is notified and given a reason why. If it is, then the reviewers are assigned to it and are to review and score the work. Reviewers read works by an assigned deadline. They evaluate the work that was submitted using a format and guided scoring system set up by the profession or industry association. Multiple reviewers give their assessment, and a final consensus review and score are determined by combining the reviews, which is done by the lead reviewer. And then if it meets the set threshold, then the review is published. If it doesn't, then it's not, and the author is notified. So once again, what happens to reviewed works? A work that is accepted and earns a score above a certain threshold will be displayed on the public page of the peer review system. A work that is accepted but needs correction, quality improvement, or receives a score below the threshold will not be published. Feedback may be sent to the author, and authors may try again to submit their work when it is improved. Now, finally, a work that is rejected and not reviewed did not meet the criteria of works for this discipline. The author receives a rejection notice from the administrator, and feedback may or may not be sent to the author. Now, that's a quick overview of that. Now, in terms of the design process, one of the first things we did was to meet up with the client and discuss the technical specifications as well as the requirements required to complete the project. Now, upon completing the technical specifications, we were able to come out with our technology choices, which was Angular, HTML5, and Bootstrap for client side, as well as PHP and MySQL for server side. Now, in terms of designing and developing the database, we used a 3-schema diagram as well as an ER diagram to design and develop the database, which was MySQL. Now, following completion of the documents, we then proceeded to create a timeline, which we were used to during the development phase to keep on track and make sure we were on top of everything and in line to complete the project on time. Now, upon development, we then proceeded to testing, which we used Google Forms, and it ended up providing us great insight to that not only we were on the right track and we're setting out to accomplish what we had set out to, but we were able to find out knowledge of a few bugs that we were able to fix and move forward very quickly. Now, upon review, we were able to accomplish all the objectives of this project that were set forth at the beginning of the semester. We were able to check off all the requirements that were given to us, and we were able to successfully complete this project. Now, I'm going to provide you with a brief overview of how the actual project works and views and how it looks. What we're looking at here is a sample screenshot of the public viewing page. Now, this is to be viewed by the public and anybody that can go to the URL. Here you'll have a list of accepted works with the score as well as the author's name to the side of it. This is where the reviewers will be able to log in and to review their works by clicking the login button in the upper right hand corner, as well as authors will be able to submit work by clicking the one up to the left of the login button, and that will take you to this page which is the author submission page. On here, the author will fill in the details describing his work, as well as tagging it with the category at the bottom. And now upon submitting this will then go to the administrator, which will determine then if it is to be reviewed. If it is then reviewed, this is how it is reviewed by the reviewer, with the article in question in the left in a web viewer and the scorecard on the right. So they're able to simultaneously review the article as well as score the article on the right-hand side. So upon tallying up all the scores from the questions set by the administrator, the scores tallied up and created and given a complete score, and then submitted to the lead reviewer. Now, this is a brief overview of the peer review system, and yeah, thank you.